Brett, the Broncos are coming off a bye week after a rough outing up in Duluth. What did you take from the bye week? And then St. Cloud this weekend, what did you do against them that made the team so successful a couple weeks ago?
I mean, last week, with it being a bye week, we grinded every day. We went to work every day, and we kind of talked as a team, and we had a few meetings, and we took a lot from the Duluth weekend. Although it wasn't the way we wanted to go, we learned a lot that weekend. Duluth won the last two national championships, and it's a team you can learn a lot from. And then against St. Cloud this year, we've had some of our best games, I feel. And I feel we feel very confident and into this weekend in our ability to get the job done. And we're gonna have to play the same style we did against them last time, just hard and heavy on them. They're a really fast, quick team, and on the open ice, they're dangerous in St. Cloud. But if we shut them down, we play our game, we should be successful.
You've been playing a lot lately with Ty Glover and Jamie Rome. You're all pretty similar, big guys, good skaters, very physical. What is it about the trio that kind of makes it very difficult to play against? You seem to shut lines down very well, and you guys also provide some scoring.
Yeah, I actually think we were a very dangerous line together. We competed hard, and we're just all big bodies and hard to move off the puck, and we complemented each other in many different ways. Mainly with the speed, I agree. We were all able to push the pace up the ice fast, and once we had the puck down low, we were hard to knock off the puck, and we had some tough matchups that we were able to do well with.
Brett, your offense has picked up quite a bit this season. What do you attribute that to?
A lot of it I attribute to is just feeling more comfortable out there. I mean, it's my fourth year here now, and it's a lot more. I feel like when I'm out there, I'm able to not so much slow down the game, but take a second and think about where I should be and where I need to be open on the ice. I feel my scoring opportunities have gone up a lot this year just because I'm thinking about the game when I'm on the ice, but I'm also just playing. Whereas before I felt sometimes when I was out there, everything was moving 100 miles an hour, and I was always just going 100 miles an hour because the college is just another level. But this year, I took a step back, and especially watching a lot of other games in the pod, I was able to pick things up that other teams were doing to find scoring areas. I thought that helped me a lot as watching NCHC games every day and watching how certain teams play. So then you could also pick up on where their areas they leave open in their own end.
You're also playing a lot of center ice too. Do you like that position? You hadn't played a whole lot of that in your previous 3 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, with Coach Murray's system, whether you're playing center or wing, it doesn't make outside of the face-offs, it doesn't make a whole lot of a difference because if you're the first forward back, you're center. So it wasn't too tough of a transition. I played center in previous years here. I played center in juniors. So it wasn't that tough of a transition just because with the way our D zone works, if you're the first forward back, you're playing low. So it wasn't too tough.
Brett, as an upperclassman, how does it feel to be a guy that's kind of counted on each and every night to perform to your best? And how have you kind of ushered along that giant freshman class?
I think to be relied on is something everybody wants. Everybody wants to be the guy. It drives you. You want that pressure. It's why we all play the game. And with our freshman class, for all of our upperclassmen, especially, and myself, we just try to set an example every day for them on what it is to be a hard worker, a good person, and a good teammate. I think all of our seniors and our juniors and even our sophomores have really set a great example for them this year.
You're playing with Ty Glover. He's a big body, real big presence there in front of the net. How do you like playing with him?
I like playing with him a lot. He's fast. When he gets his speed going up ice, he's hard to keep up with, but it's awesome because he's a smart player too, and he's fun to play with.
And Jamie Rome finally got that first career goal. I know he's been waiting for that for a while. So I'm sure that was a pretty exciting moment when he got that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I was really excited. I remember we just got on the ice, and it was the start of the shift, and he scored, and we were all so excited for him. And I was pumped because it's a long time coming, and I was screaming so loud because I was so excited for him coach left us on the ice. I lined up the face-off. I'm like, I just got out here. And I was out of breath from screaming so loud because I was so excited for him.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Brett.
Thanks.
All right, Coach. Well, the Broncos are coming off a bye week, and before that, a tough outing out in Duluth. What have you kind of learned over these past 2 weeks about your team?
Well, first of all, in looking at the two games in Duluth, Adam, they both were separate games. The first game in Duluth, we did not play very well as a team, and Duluth was certainly better than us. Had a great discussion before the second game up there. Thought we played certainly one of our better games of the year in terms of creating offensive chances and what we gave up to Duluth. And we gave up only 20 shots in that game. We outchanced them on our chance analytics 19-8 in the game. Our issue was that we gave up 3 goals in a short period of time, and just some focus problems that have been a bit of an issue for us at times this year, having goals scored on us in bunches. So much better game, much better effort, much better commitment. The last 40 minutes and right up till the end of the hockey game, even though we were down, we were pushing the issue and creating chances. So it gave us an opportunity to reflect and look at that, and obviously with our young team go over things that we needed to improve on. And certainly I had individual meetings with all of the players during the bye break. We were very direct and upfront with them and told them what we liked about their game, what things we needed to see them improve on, and had discussions on how we could make our team better and things that we could do better there as well. So had a great week of practice last week. Made sure that we got ample rest, had a chance to heal from some of the bumps and bruises we had. So we had 3 days off during the week as well, and came back to practice here today and had a tremendous practice. It was full of energy. We talked about an overall enhancement of our professionalism, making sure that our DW do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, and do it that way all the time. That our guys get back to that. So a good time to reflect and look at our year, and certainly plan to be better in the remaining 6 regular season games and then the playoffs. And now we've got a tough challenge going to St. Cloud in front of us, but we're excited.
Andy, you've played St. Cloud 4 times already. You've won 3 of them, and probably could have won the other one that you lost in the opener of the season in Omaha. What have you done well against St. Cloud that's allowed you to have so much success against a really good team?
Yeah, I mean, we the things that I think define us as a team, Robin, when we're playing well, is the amount of puck touches we have and possession of the puck. And certainly St. Cloud is a team that if they've got the puck more than you, you're going to be in trouble. So I think in all 4 of the games that we've played against them this year, we've had the puck a little bit more than they have. And certainly the game that we did lose in the pod, we're up by a goal with 6.5 minutes to go, and kind of let that one slip away. But I think our time of possession in terms of having the puck has been good. And that's a game that St. Cloud is very good at. So, it takes a lot to outpossess them with the puck, but that's really a focus point for us.
Coach, we had Brett earlier. We had Brett Van Oss earlier on the call, and Brett's really come a long way in his 4 years at Western Michigan. What have you seen between this past season and this year that's allowed Brett to have a really successful senior season so far?
Well, if I look at Brett, and first I want to mention the fact that he's doing his MBA in his senior year here. So to have your degree taken care of basically in 3 years, and then to be able to do your MBA in your 4th year, that's a real accomplishment. So shout out to Brett for that. And, just something that we take a great deal of pride in is strong academics. So he's a focused young man. He's a guy that during his time here at Western, I'd be at the office on a Sunday afternoon doing some work, and it was an off day for our guys, and I'd hear pucks being shot around out in the rink, and I'd walk out and there'd be Brett Van Oss having some pylons set up, handling the puck around them and working on his shot there. So, was our fittest Bronco last season when we tested real strong again this year as well too. And so conditioning has always been a thing that he's taken a great deal of pride in. And, he's a hardworking guy. I think at times He has problems trying to overcomplicate the game. And when he's playing a simple, direct game, he's an effective player. And, I know he wants to play beyond this year in terms of pro hockey. So certainly we're hoping that he can have a strong finish to the season.
When he really took off is when you put him with Glover and Rome. What were you thinking when you decided to put those three big guys all together on one line? I remember when that line first came out, and I thought, "Ooh, I like that." What caused you to put those three together?
Well, I did like that too, Robin. That's why I put them together there. But they're big body guys. They need to make sure that they're being physically assertive, and certainly you got a couple of vets with Jamie and Brett, and then a kind of a wild stallion and Ty Glover there. That he's a little bit all over the place right now, but you love his energy and enthusiasm. Comes to wrinkle with smiles. So we wanted them to be an energy unit that was physical in the offensive zone, that followed our creed of being miserable to play against. And they certainly did that. And there's no question with our series in Miami there right after Christmas, they kind of took the game over for us, scored a goal late in the second period, or second period to get us going into the third. And then we won it in the third. And then certainly the next night, they were a key part of our victory as well. So, they need to be a miserable line to play against. They've got attributes that allow them to be a high energy line.
Coach, obviously the big difference this weekend will be, you're playing up in St. Cloud. How do you feel your skating ability matches up with them on the big ice?
Well, just first of all, Adam, would you keep that quiet that we're playing on the big ice there? Because we haven't talked about it with our players this week. And I think sometimes that becomes a bit of a mental thing. And I know coaching Team Canada in various international competitions, I think teams that play in the big ice, and some they haven't had a lot of experience on it, they go over there and they think, well, we got to play like the Russians and the Czechs and the Finns and so on. No, just play the game that we're used to playing here in North America, and play between the dots just as hard as you play all the time, because the difference is the room outside the dots. And if you're defending between the dots, you're not going to be hurt, because it's the same as it is in our rink there. So, I think certainly skating is a key part of it, but and we think we match up with anybody in our league in terms of pace and being able to skate. And again, the key thing you cannot do is turn the puck over to give them transition opportunities. So whether playing here at Lawson or at St. Cloud, we need to have the puck, and that's going to be an emphasis.